Hello guys, welcome back to another Wild Rose Islands video. So today it is me and there's actually a special IUC boost and I will be hunting while I give you guys some of my Wild Rose Islands horror stories. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so my first one is almost getting scammed, a Springy along with like a high tier IUH. I can't remember what it was. It was Springy with like something else. Okay, so pretty much this person had walked up to me and they were like, do you have an offer for this Glacier Blue Connemara event IUH? And I was like, this is what I have for trade, and I told them what I had for trade and they were like, let me see in trade. Okay, so I'm like, alright, we go into trade, and I put it up. And while I was adding, they had swapped it out with a baby blue dyed one. And I was like, and there was people in chats warning me that they were a scammer. I'm like, I thought they were calling me a scammer. I'm like, I'm not, like, what's happening? I checked the stats of the horse, and that's when I realized it was dyed. If without those people telling me that it was a scam, I probably would have gotten scammed, a Springy with lots of good ads. So, luckily, that did not happen. Moral of the story, check your horse's stats that you were trading for. Because not everyone is as nice as you think they are, and people will literally scam you in a heartbeat. Okay, so this next one did not happen to me, but it did happen to one of my old friends. So, let's get into it. Okay, so pretty much my old friend had caught, her first self-caught IUH. Okay, it was her first ever self-caught, and she loved him, but she was going to trade it for a title. And at that time, titles were only worth like a low. They were not worth nearly as much as they are now. So, this girl put the title up. Or wait, no, what was it? Oh yeah, she had traded. So the girl had put the title in a market stand for 100K. And she was going to trade her the low first, and then she was going to accept her bid on the title. And after the trade was done and she had given her the low IUH, the girl left and she got scammed. This is why you never ever do trades that take 2 transactions. Like, you should only do trades if they're in like one like trade or like thing, and that's why the redeemable tokens you can do, which those things suck. At the same time though, it takes like a long time to get them to like a big number, because you can only buy like 1,000 of them at a time, which really sucks. Another thing I would like to talk about is things that scare me in Wild Rose Islands, like that I would hate to happen to me, that I've seen that have happened to other people. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've seen this video where this girl had caught like a Glacier Strix Akoteki, and she had disconnected like a minute or so after catching it, and when she rejoined, it was at the island she was previously at before she had caught the techie, and the techie was not in her inventory. That scares me. Cause like, honestly, it was kind of ugly, but like at the same time, it went towards her log and stuff. And honestly, regardless of if the IUH is ugly or stuff, that would seriously kind of just suck. Like, let's be so for real. Another thing that I am scared of happening to me in Wild Rose Islands is spawning an IUH and like getting disconnected from the server before I could even catch it. Like, honestly, sorry, I was setting my water bottle down. That would seriously just suck, because maybe it would be just a low, but regardless of whether it's a low or not, it's still an IUH. Like, seriously. And like, what if it was a Frisian IUH? What if it was a high tier IUH? What if it was an IUH? Yeah, you know what, you get it, we get it. One fear I have is getting scammed of like lots and lots of things. So I know we had already kind of talked about scamming previously in this video, but I've seen things where people have gotten scammed, like they're pretty much their whole inventory. And honestly, I think that is literally so sad because, like, people work so hard for the horses, and whether it is a pixel or a real game or not, I feel like some people seriously love this game and just put lots of time and effort into it. And I just feel like no matter what, it's not okay to scam. We have to work for our horses, so honestly, you could do that as well. And like at the same time, how do you not feel guilty for doing that to someone? Like, do you just not have this underlying like feeling of regret and remorse? Like, seriously? Okay, so in my next Bottle Sounds horror story was how I got scammed for like 100K. I know it's not a lot, but like it's still PMO. Okay, so pretty much what happened was this person wanted tokens, and they were like, this is actually literally my fault 100%, but I think part of the reason was because we were both getting scared of getting scammed, and if it was the other way around, it probably wouldn't, neither one of us probably wouldn't have gotten scammed, because my intentions were not to scam them at all. I don't think theirs was either until they had the chance to do it, so yeah, I don't know. So what happened was this person was selling a low IUH and they wanted like 100K for it, so I'm like, I could low-key use things to like trade right now, you know? Let me go see. And at that point I didn't realize they didn't have a market stall. And I thought I could bid on things like while trades are happening and stuff, so I was saying I will bid on it while the trade gets to one, and then when the trade gets to one, you have to I'm trying to think about what's up. Oh yeah, I will bid on it, and then you can get your money. And I was actually gonna do that, but then we got in the trade. I realized that you cannot do that, and that you cannot bid during trades. So that what happened was I had bid on the thing, and we went into a trade, and we were like I bid on it, and I said, okay, we're gonna walk over here, we're gonna do the trade, and then you can run over there and accept it after the trade is done. So neither one of us are even near the market stand. The trade gets to like 5 and they decline it and run to accept the bid, and then they leave. I literally feel so stupid because it's like I kind of knew that was gonna happen, but like, yeah, that was definitely my fault. But like at the same time, bro, literally could have gotten 100K fairly. I don't know. So yeah, those are pretty much my stories. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I have, because there may have been some in like 2023 when I joined the game that I cannot remember. I couldn't really think of anything else. But those are pretty much my War Sounds fears and horror stories that I have for you. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.